So actually there is a scary sea monster in Japan. Does it look like, I don't know, giant squid? Nah, that would be too simple. It's a deer. Seriously, sea deer. It's called Umishika and it lives underwater. You can find it in the open waters of the southern coast of Kyushu. What does it do? Apparently it attacks fishing boats. We don't know much more about it because it spends its time chilling deep underwater. So how do we know about it? Well, Umishika is responsible for a taboo. How? Why? What's taboo? To explain it simply, taboo is a ban of something. It can be a place, a person, an object, action, or a word. If something is taboo, it means that it's cursed or sacred. So if it's a place, you can't go there. If it's a word, you can't speak it. But why? It's believed that if you do that, something terrible would happen. So for example, speaking bad word may summon something bad and supernatural. Have you ever seen the movie Evil Dead? Remember when they were listening to this tape where scientists read the ancient text and the demons appeared? Well, words are a great example of the taboo. Especially names of gods and demons, they were often written without vowels in order to prevent random person from saying them. Great example of this practice is the name of Yahweh. If you ask our friend Sigmund Freud, he would tell you that there are two universal taboos, incest and patricide. Patricide means killing your own dad. But we all know that we have had many exceptions to this rule throughout the history. After this crash course, we have some basic understanding of taboos, so we can move on to Umishika. So what's the deal with Umishika and taboo? Let me tell you a story that explains how Umishika taboo was born. Long time ago, the 16th day of the 5th lunar month was a holy day for mountain gods. All gods and spirits gathered together and feast, so villagers didn't go to the mountains and they didn't hunt. It was a taboo and nobody dared to break it. They couldn't disturb the mountain gods. One day on that year, fishermen decided to go and fish a little bit in the open sea. They sail and they see many fish swimming under the surface of the water. So they thought that nearby should be even more fish, and they were right. They were happily fishing when suddenly a dark shadow appeared beneath the water surface. One of the guys screamed, "It's an Umishika!" So fishermen quickly pulled out their fishing nets and they headed ashore. But it was too late because Umishika had already spotted them and it started chasing the boat. The wind was in monster's favor, so Umishika was getting closer. Fishermen rowed fast and they even dumped all fish in order to slow Umishika down, but the creature was persistent. When Umishika tried to climb on the ship, one of the fishermen grabbed a paddle and shoved it into the monster's mouth. Umishika fell back and it stopped chasing the boat, and fishermen safely returned home. But they decided never to go fishing on that day ever again. It's reasonable to wonder why they decided to ban fishing on that day, not fishing in general. Probably they found connection between the taboo of hunting on that day and fishing, because fishing is a kind of hunting. It seems therefore that the primary taboo should be on action rather than place. It makes sense because mountain gods represent nature and nature shouldn't be disturbed on holy day. Of course, it's a pure speculation on my part, but let's go back to Umishika. I can't tell you much more about this creature, it's really mysterious. Some sources say that although it looks like a deer, it's also partially a sea creature. In the picture you can see that it has a really long tail with the fins. But I have to admit, Umishika doesn't look scary to me. It looks like a confused deer that fell into water. Anyway, if you see suspicious dark shape under the water, just keep your distance. That's all for today. I hope the heat wave ends soon so I can tell you longer stories, but for now I have to go and hide in the fridge. Don't forget to like, subscribe, etc. Have a nice day. Bye!